What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Kosher Nostra back at you guys with that sneaker review unboxing on feet, guys. Let's jump into it. Alright guys, Kyrie 6 box in hand. It's funny guys, this is a new box, but because of the way this drop went, I've seen so many of these boxes already. This pair is dope. The Nike Kyrie 6 Preheat, the colorway on this one is Imperial Blue / multicolor. The size on this, guys, is a size 11. This is, of course, the New York City colorway, fam. Let's check this pair out. Alright guys, there they are in hand, the Nike Kyrie 6 Preheat, one of 11 city colorways and 12 colorways if you include that Heal the World colorway that dropped a little bit more widespread. So one of 12 colorways that dropped. This colorway itself was available exclusively in New York City. As you guys can see, the vibes on this are some subtle USA vibes in terms of the blue and red coloring, in my opinion, but then they take a little bit of a turn. There's not really any white on this sneaker. Instead, you got the hits of the Volt yellow or green that really pop on this sneaker, and I think it really works, guys. It's the second colorway I've gotten my hands on. I had to actually pay a little bit more than retail, but was super geeked to get these in hand. That Miami colorway so far is the other colorway that I have, and I think it might be my favorite of the two. It just pops a little bit more, it's a little bit louder. But if you were to make an argument that this colorway was doper, guys, I wouldn't be mad at you at all. This colorway is definitely fire. A lot of these Preheat colorways are fire. I honestly think the colorway I like the least is gonna be that Heal the World colorway. You've got that Imperial Blue, as the box labeled it, all across the textile upper on the toe box. They chose to hit you with a little bit lighter blue color on the actual laces, which is gonna match portions of that outsole, and it really plays nicely off the Imperial Blue. The Imperial Blue is going to be on that tongue, on that Velcro strap, which of course features that all-seeing eye. One thing that's really subtle, and I actually did not even notice it until I had these in hand just now, looking at them really close, is there's going to be this very subtle green speckling all over the strap. That's a nice little touch, guys, that I definitely did not pick up on. As you look at the top of the tongue, the Kyrie logo is going to be featured in red and Volt, which is a nice little touch in my opinion. The back sock liner of that tongue is going to be in red. The inner sock liner of the shoe is going to be in red. The insole of this shoe is going to be red with that Volt sort of all-seeing eye logo on the insole. You got more hits of that Imperial Blue on the Velcro strap portion itself, on the midsole that sort of counters with that lighter blue, and of course the red that decorates that Nike Zoom Turbo unit. As you turn to the outsole, one of the dopest features of these, one of my favorite little features, is how they went with the sort of camo coloring on portions of the outsole, similar to what they did with the Miami outsole. I honestly thought that they had done that with all of the Preheat colorways, that they just camoed and went with sort of a unique camo coloring to all the Preheats, but guys, that's not the case. Only some of the Preheat colorways have sort of the camoed outsole, and then you've got some that have some different variations going on as well. So definitely look forward to getting those in hand, because I think that outsole is really tough, and I really like how it's a little bit more akin to the Kyrie 4 in terms of how they're already coloring some of these outsoles. I think it's really tough. In my opinion, the outsole on the Kyrie 5, at least in how they colored it, a lot of times was sort of boring, and it just took a step backwards in terms of, I feel like, what the 4 had done for outsoles in general, guys, but that's just my opinion. As you turn to the booty portion of the sneaker, where you do have the all-seeing eye once again inside the heeler's hand on that sort of rubber forgiving heel cap portion of the sneaker back there, a nice little contrast once again. And then of course, guys, when you look at the upper lenticular portions of the shoe, which on really all these Preheat colorways are the highlight of the colorways, this colorway, in my opinion, it's a little bit harder to see exactly what it is, but if you get that angle just right, guys, you can see that you've got features of a bridge going across the lenticular portion of the sneaker. Very tough in my opinion, although I will say, from what I've gathered from some of the lenticulars of some of these sneakers, it is definitely not my favorite graphic on that portion of the shoe for these 11 colorways. As I've noticed with all these colorways so far, the right feature is going to sort of show you what's going on a little bit with the actual lenticular portion of the sneaker. So you've got that bridge featured right here on the right shoe. Well guys, when we switch and grab that left shoe, you're actually gonna see that NYC featured right there on the inner portion of the strap. Very cool how they did that. I like how they contrasted that and went with a little variety between the left shoe and the right shoe. Guys, I'm a big fan of these. These are some of my favorite sneakers that have dropped in a hot second. Definitely some of my favorite colorways of some player sneakers and some non-J's that have dropped recently, probably going back to the SpongeBob pack, guys. These are tough. Let's check these things out on feet, guys. Thank you for rocking with me in my review. Any comments, throw them down below, guys. I'll hit you guys back. Hit me with them thumbs up. Subscribe if you guys haven't yet. Thank you for checking me out. Much love to each and every one of you guys. Stay blessed, fam. Peace.